If you've ever noticed a bout of hiccups right after eating spicy food, you're not alone. Keep watching to learn why this happens, plus a few common remedies to get rid of them. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. First, let's dive into the basics. What actually are hiccups? Keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not diagnosing or recommending treatment for anything. I'm just a spicy food nerd with a background in research, which means I'm really good at Googling things. Hiccups are a common and often inexplicable bodily phenomenon that happen. They can be acute or chronic. Hiccups are caused by an involuntary contraction of the diaphragm. Then it's followed by a contraction of the glottis. This creates a temporary airflow blockage in the windpipe, which is what results in the hiccup sound. While hiccups are super annoying, they're relatively harmless in most cases, and they usually go away on their own. So why do spicy foods cause hiccups? I have not found any research that talks about why spicy food cause hiccups, but in tons of different journal articles, it is specifically mentioned that spicy food does cause hiccups. I'll leave a list of references in the description of this video so that you can check out all of the journal articles that I'm talking about. So the assumption behind this, why spicy foods cause hiccups, comes down to capsaicin, which is the active ingredient in spicy foods that actually makes them spicy. Capsaicin binds to a pain receptor called TRPV1, which is what creates the spicy or painful effect. Capsaicin also acts as an irritant and activates neurons in the diaphragm. That activation can cause the diaphragm to contract, which is what causes the hiccups. Hiccups caused by spicy foods can be uncomfortable, especially if you're like me and get super violent hiccups, but typically they resolve on their own. So what can you do about it? There are some medical treatments for long-term chronic hiccups, but that's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about acute hiccups triggered by spicy foods. Luckily, typically acute hiccups caused by spicy foods resolve on their own within a few minutes. Because the assumed mechanism is irritation from capsaicin, once that irritation is gone, the hiccups should go away. Luckily, the effects of capsaicin don't usually last that long. They usually dissipate on their own within a few minutes. So, step one to getting rid of spicy food hiccups is usually going to be stop eating that spicy food, let the spiciness wear off. Generally speaking, there are tons of home remedies you can try for hiccups, but there's really not a ton of research behind them. A few home remedies you can try if you feel like it. Again, not medical advice. You can try holding your breath, smelling salts, drinking ice water, cold compress on your face, and carotid massage. These aren't cures, they're not treatments, but they may shorten the bout of hiccups. That's all, folks. Please give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any spicy food news. Plus, check out the recommended video where I'm going to talk about spicy food cravings and why we get them.